What is going on, guys? We had a very eventful week in the stock market this past week. A lot of trade rumors with China about tariffs, and that caused a lot of volatility for once. A lot of my stocks were definitely hit hard because a lot of them do business in China. So as you can see in the last week, I was down $55, not too bad. Last month, still in the red here, but last 3 months still positive, and I am inching closer and closer to getting to $10,000. So as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Really helps me grow here, and I will be updating you guys with my portfolio every week. So let's see, first stock in our portfolio here is AbbVie, $77, and they were just about down 38 cents this past week. It has not looked good for AbbVie here basically ever since I bought it. Down 25%. I'm down about the same in the past year. A lot of concerns about one of its main products, Humira's patent expiring. And they also, I was looking at their balance sheet, they also have negative or more liabilities than they do assets, so that's never a good sign to see. But on the positive, AbbVie does pay a very nice dividend, which I have been continuously getting now. So Starbucks, another great stock. Thinking about adding a couple more shares to this position. This has just been killer, almost a 60% return, and it pays a solid dividend, about 2%. Definitely is trying to expand more, and it has great name recognition throughout the world. JP Morgan Chase, one of the largest banks in the world as well. The last year it's actually down, but I am up on this position. It also has increased its dividend quite substantially the past couple of years, so great asset to own there. FedEx, I am down on this position. Thought it was going to rebound here. Looks like on April 25th it just plummeted, and it has continued to do so. Otter Tail's nice energy company, kind of stagnant there. $353 for Boeing. This has been a stock that's been hurt really bad here. 13% in the last 3 months, and I was up big on this position just a couple weeks ago, and now I am back to being down. But Boeing, great company, very high cost to barriers of entry, so that's why I'm pretty confident in Boeing in the long term. There's not many other airplane manufacturing companies out there. Pepsi, another great stock, very well diversified, and it pays a very nice dividend. Dividend aristocrat, known for increasing its dividends and continuing its growth. 3M, now I know in my last video I told you guys I was going to buy another share of 3M, but what actually happened was that the transfer I got was a few dollars short to buy 3M, and I didn't want to wait another day, so I actually spent that money on a new position, which I will be making a video about later this week probably. But I do still plan on adding another share of 3M. You get about a 3.3% dividend yield starting at $175, and I just think it's a great company to own in the long run. United Health is up in the last week, 5%, and I am still back to being down on this position, but United Health, one of the largest insurance carriers in the United States, and it has been down a lot because of the rising trend of socialism being more and more popular among the leftists in America, and we will see how that does up until the 2020 election, so expect a lot of volatility here with United Health. So Southern, great company, great utilities company here, has one of its biggest pros is that kind of operates as a monopoly in the southern part of the United States. A lot of people are kind of just forced to use them, probably don't even think too much about your utilities, so this is a very nice stable stock to own. Verizon, big telecommunications company, $57, has been slightly up over the past week. Microsoft has always been killing it. One of my favorite stocks to own. Definitely think this should be a core in a lot of people's portfolios. MPW, Medical Properties Trust, a nice medical REIT. It owns the land that healthcare companies do business on. Pretty small company, but pays a very nice dividend, and it has been experiencing some growth in the last couple of years, so not too bad of a position. Iron Mountain, I know this stock has been getting hit hard recently. I expect it to climb back up, and I probably will get out of the position at that point. ExxonMobil, saw there's a little bit of volatility in the price of oil, so that will always hurt ExxonMobil. May add more shares if it gets lower. MasterCard, one of my favorite sectors, been doing very well here on this position. And CSX and UNP, my railroad stocks, they continue to climb. The past week, UNP looks like it's down just barely. Probably a similar story with CSX. Store, another REIT that Warren Buffett owns. Past week, up almost $1, or actually that's just 9 cents, but still up on this position pretty big. Reality Income, I know this got hit hard here. As you can see, there's a little drop off. I was thinking about buying more, but I see other stocks that are more attractive right now. Visa, another great stock, one of my favorite sectors here. Definitely will continue to add to this position. Facebook, after it had that great week, looks like it was 2 weeks ago now, it has continued to drop and come back somewhat to life. Apple, wow, this has been really hit hard here. Of course, they do a lot of business in China. That could be explained there. And the last stock that we'll be going over today is Equinix. And I made a video on why I thought this stock is a great buy. As you can see, I'm already up another % on it. And it has just ridiculous growth in the last 5 years, 171%. Great data storage company, very essential for today's 2019 business. And as always, be sure to check out my video on it if you are not familiar with this stock. And let me know how you did this past week. If you think these trade negotiations are just temporary with China, and what you would like to see in the future.